Good morning, friends. It's time for Car Connection and Motormouth's Morning Drive. So good morning, folks. You're tuned into Car Connection, where the coffee's strong, the stories are real, the wrenches never stop turning. And I'm your host, Nile Motormouth Jenkins, coming to you from, yes, you guessed it, the Car Connection Workshop, where the smell of fresh oil and a little elbow grease is all part of a balanced breakfast. Around here, we don't just talk cars, we live them. Whether it's a 25-year-old Jeep Wrangler getting a second chance at life, or a Nissan Rogue getting its brakes back in order. Or it may even be a mystery leak that's got everyone scratching their heads. This is where we roll up our sleeves and we get it done. With a little wit, a little wisdom, and a whole lot of fun. The Car Connection isn't just about nuts, bolts, and diagnostics. It's about connection. Connection to our vehicles, to the people who drive them, and to the community that keeps Niagara rolling. Because when you fix a car, you're not just turning a wrench. We're restoring someone's confidence, freedom, and maybe even their sanity. We're here every week, Monday through Saturday, helping you keep your ride safe, reliable, and ready for whatever road lies ahead. So whether you're a weekend wrencher, a daily commuter, or someone who just wants to understand what that strange rattle really means, welcome aboard. Stick around for shop talk, expert advice, a few good laughs, or maybe a shop story flashback. Good morning, everybody. It's Fun Friday. You never know what's going to happen here in the Car Connection Workshop on Fun Friday. But there are a few things that we need to make sure we put on the table for all those who are visiting Motormouth's Morning Drive. Renew your therapy. That would be good. Extra counseling, not a bad idea. And, maybe some Advil, just in case you get a headache. Because vehicle ownership can sometimes need the trifecta, if you know what I'm saying. So if you're looking to keep your vehicle long-term, save some time, money, and a few bloody knuckles, and join us all in the 400,000 kilometer club and not making car payments and going, woot, yeah, that's all mine. That trading time for money. That would be a place to be, which is the Car Connection Workshop. Welcome to Fun Friday. And we can let our hair down a little bit. For those who their hair seems to be migrating south, let out as much as you can. We'll cheer you on. Absolutely. We'll cheer you on. So if you want to keep your engine running smooth for long term and your vehicle's transmission and save a ton of money and get out of the car game, this is your podcast. And for 44 years, I've been carving out this lane we're driving in. How to own and operate an older automobile, and it's fully reliable and ready to perform at a moment's notice. This is your podcast and our YouTube channel, where you actually physically get to see hands-on basic vehicle maintenance, the stuff that tends to wear out. Yeah. Like, why is it always the right side sock? I can't figure that one out. Left side never gets a hole in it. Right side has a blowout. Anybody got any ideas? My alignment's okay, so my chiropractor says. What is it? Put that in the comments section or send me an email, nile@ccbusnet.com. If you can't remember that one, it's motormouth.jenkins@gmail.com. But all that information is locked and ready for you to grab in our YouTube videos, in the descriptions, and in the podcast descriptions as well. I do all that myself, and I put a lot of extra automotive tech tips in there. I'm just saying, take time to read the descriptions. You will get a whole lot more information there as well. So speaking of information, you'll find everything you'll need to connect with us and be part of our online community on the homepage of our website at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. And that's where you'll find our program partners and our recommended businesses there. Just click on their logo and you'll get a chance to meet them and connect. And thank you to all those who are giving them your business, because we need our program partners and we need you too. So thank you so much for that. So if you're in the drive-through queue waiting to get your Friday favorite bevy and snack, I'll buy you a little bit of time. Double check your order. It is officially weekend. Correct. So anything can happen. I'll tell you, it has been a brain crunching week for me. Yeah. We might talk about it and we might not. It all depends on whether I can. We got a lot to get through this morning. It is Fun Friday. So top right-hand corner of the homepage of our website is where you'll find all the links for our YouTube channel. And thank you to all you have pushed us to, we're officially at the halfway mark of our first 1,000 subscribers. So we're at 64% of you are watching the videos and enjoying them, but you're not subscribed. Why? Huh? Skippy's asking me. She says, you need to ask them. What am I going to ask them? Well, why aren't they subscribed? Would be a good start. Oh, okay. So let it go down in history. I'm saying, so why are you not subscribed yet? Yeah. Our goal is to hit our first 1,000 subscribers after working 82 hours a week for, I think, 2 years now. Almost 2 years. Maybe not quite. I'll have to ask Skippy. She's like a human abacus. I'm just saying. It's just between you and me. But we'd like to hit 1,000 subscribers by July 30. Can you help us? Grab the booster cables, hook up to our battery, and fire off our engine, and let's get it running on all 8 cylinders and just smoke it right into July 30. So thank you for those who got us to the halfway mark. It is exciting. We're almost there to get monetized, and that makes a huge difference, folks, at our end. Let me tell you, without our few program partners, we would have been able to make the jump from radio after 31 years into the digitals and the social platforms. Instagram, Facebook, Stevensville on the web. We are listed there under the business tab as automotive professionals, and that's where you'll see bloopers, reels, outtakes, all the funny stuff that you won't see anywhere else, only on Instagram, Facebook, and Stevensville on the web. And why Stevensville on the web.ca? Well, our Skippy created that quite a number of years ago, and now it's getting like 20,000 visits a month. And she built that because she's from Stevensville. Family's there. I have family there. There's all kinds of great eateries and small, quaint businesses there that are passionate about what they do. And she's connected the community and the businesses together through that website. Isn't that awesome? That is so cool. Yes, we do have merch, again, for the 100th time, which is good. Top right-hand corner, help yourself to whatever's in the Freedom Expression store. If there's something you'd like to see us bring in that would be of interest to you, like we haven't added keychains or stickers or anything like that, or water bottles, but put it in the comments. Let me know, because we can get it added in there. There's no sense in putting everything in the store if you're not going to like it and you're not going to want it. So, but keep in mind, every purchase you make in our Freedom Expression store, which is put together by Total Freedom Addiction Campuses, Canada and U.S., they take care of our store for us, so we take care of them. Every item you purchase, we get nothing for it. And that's the way Skippy and I want it. Let them have what they need to get that next person to the nearest addiction campus so that we can help them. So stand together with us, and together we can make a difference. All right, my topic today is Fun Friday, of course, but I knit together 5 things for you. 5 things that you could do on a Fun Friday or a Saturday. But you have to start the deal on Friday. Okay, that's how this works. And then you get to sit back and enjoy the fruits of your labor. So that's coming up. Also, our Motormouth summer tech tip today is a very touchy-feely one for me. The cabin air filter matters. Let me tell you, my eyes are the size of saucers because I've been working 30 days now on this 2003 Beetle we call Orange Crush. Came out of storage. Hasn't been to a car show yet or a fundraiser because the mice got into the dash and the cabin air filter and turned the whole thing into a condominium complex full of hantavirus. Yeah, so if you want to see what's going on there, you want to make sure that your tech guy, no matter what, doesn't just say, yeah, I checked your cabin air filter. Yeah, the airflow's good. Yeah, it seems to be okay. Did you change it? Well, I don't think we need to, Mrs. Smith. You get in there and you change my freaking cabin filter before I go and tell your mom. Okay, I'm on it, Mrs. Smith. Right away. I want to see those heels clicking, mister. Yeah, so we don't not change the cabin air filter. And I change it, but they got in there. And now I know how they get in there, is there are vents. In every automobile out there are designed exactly the same way. So I'm just telling you about this because this is nasty. Last night I gloved up and masked up and I sprayed it. The computer's out, harnesses are bagged. You'll have to watch the videos on how difficult this is now to make the vehicle bacteria free. Because the hantavirus thing, look it up. It is a scary little monster. If it gets hold of you, you're going to be really, really ill. And it can kill you. Based on, what your health condition is. If you have cardiorespiratory issues, that could buy you the farm. I'm not trying to scare you, but watch the videos on this. I have one more to go, and that's why I'm almost ready to build the dash back. I will be today. I've sprayed it with N15 and NO2. You ask, what the heck is that? These are special products. One are microbials to kill the bacteria that makes the smell. That's N15. And then NO2 is a hospital authorized cleaner that they use, high concentrate, and that will knock out any other bacteria like streptococcus and all that other nasty stuff that I can't even pronounce the names, but you got to use that stuff because you got to make the car safe. It's a biohazard. It started out as a biohazard, and now it's got to be, if somebody's doing this for you, it's got to be certified biosafe. So that's why finding somebody to do the job that I've just been doing, good luck. Because the liability of having, if it came into my shop, I'd have to say, you got to take it to a shop that'll detail it and do all the necessary steps, because it's taken about 40 hours so far. How many of those hours would you like to pay for? Yeah, that's how long it's taken. You got to strip the whole dash out and clean it. So watch the videos. So it's a touchy subject for me because it has caused a series bung up. So I'm going to be working hard tomorrow and shooting videos on my own tomorrow. Oh, don't tell Skippy that. She'll lose it. Did I say that quiet part out loud? Oops. Can we rewind that and take that out? Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, try and catch up. I'm behind 2. We don't have a video up on how to do front wheel bearings, so we will have after tomorrow. I'll be doing that on a Mercedes ML3 something or other. It's a diesel. So I got to do some diesel work on it as well. So that's tomorrow. I'm gonna film that because we do not have a front wheel drive wheel bearing replacement video. So we'll have that for you. So that'll be going into our library. So on our YouTube channel, you're always going to learn the 5 things: what the component is, where it is, how it works, and how you broke it. Yeah. And how not to break it next time, so you do the same thing and pay for the repair a second time. So that's what our YouTube channel is all about, is to, here I talk about automotive, there you actually get to see it. That's the difference. And having the two is like a 1-2 punch. So make sure you are subscribed. Have you grabbed your car connection maintenance schedule yet? Because we're only doing one run. When these ones are gone, they're gone probably till I'm not sure. Yeah, so they're available to you. If you're subscribed, there's a huge discount for you. There's a full profile page and also order form. That order form comes directly to me, and I ship them right from the studio here where I'm sitting right now in part of it. Yeah, so check it out. They're not $1 million, but I'll tell you what it will do, no matter what age group, no matter what your status is, single, divorced, widowed, triple divorced, whatever it is, doesn't matter. If you're having to look after the car, I've done all the work for you so that you can just checklist it. That's it. That's all you got to do. Checklist it. Go look at the service for the month, put a check, get it done, put a check in the box, go to the next month. At the end of the year, you rub it off and start all over again because it's dry erase. They're laminated, so they're reusable. They're environmentally safe and friendly. Just for you. So get them while they're hot. And if you're subscribed to our YouTube and our podcast, man, you're happening because you're going to save some buckaroos. So we're going to talk about 5 things this morning. Fun Friday. Let's jump into our morning bevy and thank our good fellas that helped us to make money, make our money hard and working for us instead of us working hard for our money and getting debt off of our shoulders. That would be Tony Miele and Larry Teachel. They're your guys. They're your guys that are going to walk you through what may seem to be a dark, long hallway of financial ruin. Doesn't have to be that way. Get your answers from those who have the fruit on the tree. I've known Tony and Larry for 20 years. Actually, I've known Larry longer. He was part of my original financial planning team in Hamilton. And then he teamed up with IG Wealth Management, and Tony Miele and Larry Teachel are your connections. These guys are getting older. They don't need any more clients, but they want to, like I am, share the wealth of your knowledge with people and help you. So if you've got an investment portfolio with the bank, you definitely need to sit with them because you're not making any money. They'll show you how to get that money just cranking. If you're in debt, way over your head and you can't see a way through it, round it, over it, under it, you need to sit with them. Estate planning, you've got 18-year-olds at home and you don't have medical power attorney over them. That's a big one. And you don't get out of this thing called life alive. You need a estate plan, period. And it's not something you do yourself. Mortgages, I do no bank mortgages anymore. I like to be treated like a human being and with fair rates and people that actually really care about you. How cool is that? And life insurance, critical illness insurance. I have all that taken care of. And I'll tell you, when I put my head on my pillow at night, it's nice knowing, should I go to my great reward, I haven't left anyone in a huge mess to clean up. Because my friend Charlie's been going through that, and it's awful to watch people go through that because you're going to deal with CRA, period. So get an hour in coffee, discovery meeting, leave your wallet and purses at home. Just get it done. I'm telling you that, and I'm pointing my finger at you. No more excuses. Excuses are useless. That's what my professor would say. Just tell me you got to make soup, Motormouth, because that one I would believe. Just get it done. Book that hour in a coffee. Meet in a coffee shop, Zoom, by phone, whatever you're comfortable with, the guys are going to help you. Take advantage of their knowledge and their brilliance before they retire. Because these guys are going to start to slow down. And I just sat with Tony Miele this week, and he's got a lot going on as well. But they're still in. They're still in with Car Connection. So while they're here, these are the guys that can answer your questions and help you. We are in rough, turbulent times. We don't need to be reminded of that. And we're going to have to deal with things on our own. So get that dealt with. So let's have our morning swiggy on 3, 2, 1. I got my cup today. I did not put it down anywhere. I brought it right to the studio. So on 3, 2, 1, let's have our morning swiggy, shall we? 3, 2, 1. fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Let's take a look at what we got for the daily weather here along the south shores of Lake Erie. I just had to go and knock the water off of the gazebo top. It was sagging. Yeah, it wasn't looking good. We've had some rain overnight. Started early evening. But let's have a looky-see, shall we? Thank you to Kathy, Dave, Dan Grimo at Niagara Block, 5000 Montrose Road, Niagara Falls. Building Canada since 1931, helping you to put that building together, making blocks for you, preparing the steel and the rebar and all the stuff that it takes to build the foundation and get that building up. If you're looking to create that awesome backyard space you've always wanted, hardscape landscaping materials, I'll tell you what, they have all the gorgeous stuff, ladies, to make that backyard space look absolutely outstanding. Your neighbors are going to drool over it. Yeah. They're going to want to, hey, can I come over and see you? Kind of thing. No. Maybe next year. So check in with Kathy Grimo. She has a page of contractors that she can refer you to estimate, design, create, do it, get it done so that you can enjoy a wonderful, amazing spot at your home. And a lot of people are doing that. They're renovating, they're making adjustments to their homes. They're not leaving because you know what? If you're in a cheaper mortgage and you're selling out to downsize, you're getting it at a higher mortgage. Makes sense, right? Stay where you are, adjust the home accordingly, and stay there as long as you can. That would be my certified financial planners speaking directly to you. Stay there as long as you can and make that home work for you. Well, on the rainometer today in the Niagara region and the south shores of Lake Erie, 0.1 of an inch. I don't know how they come up with that, but, you know, God bless the guy with the protractor and whatnot to measure that out for us. Well done, you. 69 degrees now and cloudy. It feels warmer, about 71. It's much cooler. I opened the bay door a little bit this morning after spraying the beetle out. I'll get all the cooties out of there, and then I just got to wash it one more time with some bleach and hot soap in there and dry it out, let it dry out, and we're ready to build it. Hallelujah for that, let me tell you. What an ongoing job. I hate to talk about it too much, but folks, yeah, I think I was starting to tell you I now know how they get in there, so I'll cover that in a minute. I know how the mice got in there and how they'll get into your car too. So rainy conditions from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. this morning, done, almost finished, with partly cloudy conditions expected around 1 p.m. Today's temperature range from 67 to 81, that's a drop. It's going to feel more like 69 to 83, okay? So get on that. You're going to want to take your Nelly with you for sure because you never know. So we're going to tap out today at 81 degrees. Yep, 81. Yesterday we hit a balmy 84. It was stinking hot out there. I went to open car windows and I was melting. I forgot my Mr. Miyagi headband. Yeah, actually, one of my neighbors says, "What are you trying out for Barbarella too?" I go, "What? Are you on medication?" "No." "Can I suggest some?" I said, "What do you mean Barbarella?" "Well, you look like Jane Fonda with that white headband on." I thought I looked more like the lead singer from Loverboy. Yeah. I said, "I'm styling." "Well, with those shorts on, you look like Richard Simmons." I go, "Get out of here and go make some muffins or something. I think I hear your mother calling." Those are my neighbors. They pick on me all the time. So that's the weather. We're done with that. We want to say thank you to your new family, Mama Louise and Earl Grant, Mr. and Mrs. Grant, at City Auto Sales and Leasing. Folks, that's a safe place to buy a car and have an amazing vehicle purchasing experience because Earl is fussier than me times 10 in the square root of pi. So he knows where the vehicles are because they've created resources to find them. Low mileage, quality vehicles at fair prices. Their Greater Toronto Area's premier pre-owned auto store. So get there and you'll be safe. And Mama Louise will love all over you, and you're going to have a great experience there, coming away knowing you've been able to buy with confidence and be treated with nothing less than honesty and integrity. And I'll tell you, there are some really bad dudes out there. We have them here even in our own town here. I wouldn't touch a bicycle from them. I'm just saying. I see how they work on these cars, and I'll tell you, they are stinking skunks and mink coats. They are hack jobs. Absolutely. So there at City Auto Sales and Leasing, if you got to drive 90 minutes one way to have a good purchase and get a great car, it is worth it, friends. It's absolutely worth it all day long. That's how I ended up with the 07 FJ. I waited a year. There were some around. They were asking way too much money, way beyond the budget. So Tony Miele said, don't call and ask me for $1.99 more. This is your budget, mister. Okay. A year later, my producer at ESPN finds it online in Canada while I'm in the U.S. Figure. And that's how I ended up with it. The lady, Lori? Yeah, Lori. Bought the vehicle brand new in Kingston Toyota, loved on it, and then they didn't need it, and that's how I ended up with it. And I drove 2.5 hours to Oshawa just to look at it, and then I picked it up. It was just shortly after New Year 2013. So anyhow, that's my story. Well, let's dive into what I got for you this morning, and hope you have some laughs. Reminder, Q&A is tomorrow morning. That's question and answers. That's a 1-hour show. I will unpack in detail 3 questions that you send in. So I have some in the hopper already, but we need more. And here's what I need you to do. So it's Friday, and that means I've got to put together tomorrow's show today. I need a few more questions to dig through. So send them to me by noon today. Could you do that? You know, from whatever device it is that you have, smoke signal, carrier pigeon, you know, whatever you got to do to get them over to the studio here, that would be great, because I'll be working to figure out how to get my 1 terabyte Pro Max 16 back alive. I'm only running on like 40 gigabytes, and I've learned what that means. You suck. That's what it means, and it's been a rough week, so I had to get an external hard drive, 4 terabyte, and now I got to move stuff over, and we've created a new schedule for me that Fridays will be moving the things we've already used off the laptop into the terabyte, into folders and all that stuff. Man, cleaning out that Beetle Dash looks really good right now, but that's what's got to be done. And we got to get back up to like 900 gigabytes, so this thing's smoking hot. Because right now we have a Formula One race car that's running on apple juice, I think. Okay, let's dig in. It's Fun Friday, so if you can have those questions to me by noon today, I would be thrilled to pieces, and I will do a happy dance in my tidy whities on the front lawn for you and a selfie. No. Not today. Sorry. Maybe another time on that one. Number 1, here's 5 things that completely include your ride. And I don't care how old it is. I don't care how ugly the duckling might be. We're going to have it updo. All right? We're going to put in some work, a little bit of energy, a little bit of effort, trip to the dollar store, get some car soap there. It's pretty decent. Inside scoop for you. Pretty decent. And it's cheap. And it goes a long way. I've tested it. I don't know whose it is, but it's pretty decent. And you get a nice big jug. So, and they do, if you go into the bigger dollar stores, they have a lot of automotive stuff in there. So you get a wash pail, wash mitt. I have one right behind me. And if you come out and see us at any local event, I usually give one away. Everything's in there except the water and the people to do your car up for you. So here's what we're going to do. Hang on there, babies. This gets good. And I do this myself. just so you know. We're going to take a look at our beauty, no matter what it is, and you go, man, that looks like death warmed over. Okay, it's time for an updo. So let's do it. Wash and vacuum, first off. Okay, we're going to do that. Then we're going to do the windows when it's all dried off. All windows cleaned inside. And yes, you can get all that stuff at the dollar store. You get yourself a beautiful wash pail and everything else that you need. There's tire scrubbers. I get it all. So like I said, I have a pail ready to give away at once we get Orange Crush done here. That has to be done because we're totally behind. We should have been working on another series right now. And the vehicle's been in the staging lanes for weeks. But tomorrow I'll be doing happy bearings. So be sure to watch that because I might lose it in the video. I'm not sure. It's a job that I really don't like to do, but we got to do it, folks. And they do wear out. Front wheel bearings do wear out on anything you're driving. So you're going to wash it, vacuum it, do the windows. Even if you suck at doing windows, you're doing the windows anyway. Or if there's somebody close by and go, hey, you, can you do windows? Oh, yeah, I'm really good at it. Come here. Yeah, say I'll make you, a sandwich. Do whatever you got to do. Let them do the windows for you. Okay, so number 2, we're going to clean it inside and out. Okay, so we're going to give it a nice washy, a shampoo and set, and a washy, wipey, and do the windows, and we're going to clean it. We're going to vacuum it. We're even going to put tire dressing on. You can get that at the dollar store as well. And it's not bad. I will give it a 7 out of 10. Maybe 7.5. Vinyl treatment. They have vinyl treatment wipes that you can get. Work really good. They're decent. And now you're going to show it off. When you're completely done, here's what you do. You have a shower, get cleaned up, put on some rags that you're comfortable in, and now you're going to take it for a drive, and you're going to show it off, and you're going to go out for ice cream. Yep, that's what I do. I head out, go and have some scooped ice cream, not the drive-through blob stuff. That has its time. Or if you're going to go to the DQ, that's usually killer. Those are called, you don't have any dinner before you go to the DQ because those are meal replacements. If you have a Blizzard or one of their big ice creams, yeah, that's it. That's it right there. That's your dinner. That's your dinner. So you're going to go show it off. You're going to go for a little drive and feel good in your ride because you've now loved on it. So you're going to play some of your favorite music. Play it loud if you want, because now you got a happening ride. Even if it's a minivan, it's going to be cool. Yep, because it's clean, it smells good, and it's yours, and it's paid for. That's when it really gets good. Because when you turn the key, you're not in partnership with anybody. This is your ride. So this is your fun Friday, and we've got sunshine, just a little peek, for the next 3 days. It's going to be beautiful. So this would be the time to pull this off. So play your favorite music and just have some fun. Go for a little drive, maybe down to Niagara on the Lake if you're in Canada. If you're not, find a place in your country. Yeah, let me know where you're listening from. That's pretty cool. I do see you on the map, but I don't know who you are. Play some favorite music. Just go for a little cruise somewhere. You're not in a hurry. You don't have a bus to catch or anything. Go for some ice cream, a cappuccino. You have to have a beverage after the ice creams. I'm just saying, that's what I do. That's the rule. I've put in the labor. The car's looking sweet. Let's go for a nice test drive. Ice cream. Then follow up with a hot beverage, cappuccino, espresso, double espresso, and a pastry. Yeah, just one. Everything in moderation. And remember, donuts are the other white meat. Just saying. I put it on the food group chart. Just ask Kim Walker. Yeah, my nutritionist many years ago. She go, you can't have those anymore, fat boy. Did you just call me fat boy? Okay. All right. I'll let you have that one. Only because you look nice. Yeah. She goes, no, the donuts come off the food group. Motormouth on this one. Yeah. Doughboy. Did you just call me Doughboy? He used to pick on me all the time. But I learned how to eat, and I lost 92 pounds. So there you go. Yeah, I looked like a pencil with an eraser on the top. I remember that day, just a flashback, going in to get weighed and measured and whatnot. And Kim takes a look at me, and she goes, "Get in that room right over there." And I mean, it was a get in that room. And I'm like, okay. She goes, "You're in serious ketosis. We got to shut it down." She goes, "Like, you look like a pencil with an eraser. We got to stop it because it won't stop." She's panicking. I'm like going, yeah, I kind of look like my head is too big for my neck. The things you go through. But I was determined to learn how to eat and whatnot. So anyways, I digress. That was just a flashback. And she got it fixed up. We were okay. I went from like 210, I think it was 210, 230, I was down to like 138. Yeah, I could run like the wind because the wind could pick me up and throw me. So it was easy to run like the wind. Ice cream, cappuccino, espresso, double espresso if you have to, and a pastry of some kind. Do something you might not do and enjoy your nice, clean vehicle because you brought back the love, baby. It's worth it. Let me tell you, after you clean that old Blitzer up, she's going to look outstanding. How do I know that? Because I've done that for years. And if you watch the video, you'll hear me say, I got this Beetle for next to nothing, but it was abused, used and abused. Nothing got fixed. Just, if you broke it, you just let it go. You broke something else, you just let it go. You don't clean it out. Yeah, who cares? But I did. And now you can see that vehicle on the YouTube. I don't have unfortunately, I don't have a picture before, but it had broken coil springs. I drove it back from out of town, made it all the way home with the top down. I managed to get the top down. That was unique. But I had a great time. I always wanted to have a Beetle. I worked for Volkswagen, and that's the only thing I would let them give me to drive. I said, I just want a Beetle. And then my factory rep said, no, you're an executive, and we don't want you driving a Beetle. We want you in a Jetta. And I'm like, no, otherwise I'm not going to give you any more business secrets. No, I said, it's got to be a Beetle. Then we compromised, and then they put me into Golf. So then I had a Golf, but I really enjoyed the Beetle. I felt human in there. Beetles make you smile. I'm just saying. You walk up to a Beetle, a new Beetle, and you look at the front of it, they're always smiling. Your car smiles back at you. And I really enjoyed it. And I thought, one day I'm going to get me one of these. And that's how it happened. And I cleaned it and loved on it and put it all back together. 95%, well, I would say 90% of it is still all original paint as well. I brought the paint back to life, and it's a good ride. So you're going to have to check that on our YouTube channel. So, all right, let's jump into one more item, and then I got to scoot on out of here because I got to figure out how to use this 4 terabyte SSD whatever thing. The little black thingy arrived yesterday. It's supposed to save my life here in the studio for the next 5 years. So, you can learn new things, and that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you that because this is stuff I do not know. I talk to cars. I know how to decipher fault codes. I know how to diagnose and troubleshoot and fix wiring and mechanicals and all that stuff. But this stuff, it tears a hole in my gray matter. That's all I can tell you. And I don't have much left. I don't have any to spare. Do you know anybody like that? Yeah, put that in the comments. No names. No names, though. No names. Car Connection is brought to you by Total Freedom Addiction Campuses, Canada and USA. If you know anyone in your family, get them on our website. Click on the logo. Take them to their profile page. Let them see the testimonials there. After testimonials, let's get them some help, okay? And that's what our merch store is all about, is Freedom Expressions takes care of our store. and they ship everything out, and they make it right there on the campus, and they're self-contained. So we're helping out to let's help get that next one there. And we don't charge them for advertising. We never have, because you know what? They're doing the work that we don't have time to do. The best thing we can do to help them is throw some buckles at them, buy some merchandise, and let's help that next person get there. All right, let's talk about, I've put it off long enough. The cabin air filter matters. That's your Motormouth summer tech tip. And here's what I'm going to tell you, and it's going to be direct to the point, and I'm pointing at you, and I know I can hear my mom say, there's 5 fingers coming back to you. When you point at somebody, we're 10 pointing back in your direction. Just make a habit of changing the cabin air filter once a year, minimum. You tell your guy, change it. Not check it, change it. And here's how they get in there. So if you're parking a vehicle for a period of time, which is what we do, our tools, I call them, not our toys, we put them away, and then the mice enjoy it. So this year is going to be a whole new ball game, because now I know exactly what to do to stop the little buggers from getting in there, because every car has a left vent, right vent in the front ahead of the dashboard. So when you put your dash on fresh air, it has to suck the air in from somewhere. So a lot of vehicles now don't have a cowling below the windshield, a grate. That's what I call it. That's where the vents are. They don't have, a lot of them don't have that anymore. They've done away with that area under the windshield where it was vented. Now what we have are holes in the side of the body behind the fender, close to where the door hinges are. And with a flashlight, that's where I found, I totally forgot about that. That's the fresh air pull-in area. Yeah, they don't pull the air in through around the engine. Otherwise, you'd be smelling every oil leak and leak that you have under the hood coming into the cab. They wouldn't be allowed to do that. Carbon monoxide, right? Not going to be able to do that. So they pull the air in from behind the fenders. So there's a hole about the size of a hockey puck in there on both sides. Guess how they get into that area inside your dash? So if you don't have a cabin filter that sits in behind the glove box in a pocket, yours is in behind the dash, and we got to go get it. And that's how they get in there. Those pockets on either side, the air intakes, if you will, that's where the little buggers get in behind there. And that's how they got into the Beetle. Exactly. Because the one side where that hole was, and that's how I discovered it, was and that's right where the cabin filter is. There's a little shield there, a plastic shield about a foot long, and it clips in, and it goes right to that hole in the fender, in behind the fender, the fresh air intake. And it was all plugged up, and I had to get it out of there and get out all the debris, the debris, because they were in behind there as well. So that's how crazy. But yeah, it's a big job. If you had to pay somebody to do what I've been doing to get this vehicle back to be health-wise and certified that it's biohazard free, you're going to pay large for that. So what am I going to do this year differently than I've not done is I will pop the panels on that Beetle and take out the second panel to get to the cabin air filter, and I will shove bounce sheets in there. I'll put 250 of them in there. I don't care. I do not want to do this a second round. It's too much. And if you were paying, my goodness, you're into a few grand. You are. And this is the thing, is liability. It's got to be certified bacteria free. Because if somebody in your family gets sick, you're going to be you're going to be given stink eye to the shop people. So they're just going to say, not interested in touching that. You need to take it to a detailing shop that'll manage it. Not funny. So anyways, we're going to be getting ready to wrap this up. I will clean it and bleach it and soap it and let it dry, naturally dry, and then it'll be ready to start building it back. And it won't take me as long to put it back together. It won't take me. I probably do it in a half a day. So join us for Q&A tomorrow, Saturday morning. That would be a good thing. And we'll unpack three of your questions that come in. And the ladies are just absolutely smoking hot on that, guys. I'm just saying. All ladies last week. You might want to start asking some questions because you're looking bad. Yeah. Way to go, ladies. You're just smoking hot. Get yourself something nice. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another Motormouth Morning Drive at 8 a.m. Fun Fridays. You know what? I didn't give you that, did I? Oops. All right. Got on my bad. Yeah. The cabin air filter matters. That's today's Motormouth Summer Tech Tip. Now, this one's underrated. Your cabin air filter. If your AC smells funky or the airflow's weak, that filter might be packed with leaves, dust, or who knows what. Swap it out and breathe easy. Your sinuses and your passengers will absolutely thank you. There you go. It's a touchy subject. We'll get past it with therapy. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for another Motormouth Morning Drive. Q&A tomorrow, 1 hour. We'll see you there. Make it a great Friday. You've made it to the weekend. Great job. Well done, you. Keep it under 100. And peace, patience, and kindness, especially on the highway on a Friday. The mind shuts off. And you know what happens. So be careful out there. It is a jungle. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.